Well, I thought I had it fixed, but not. This is Valerie Gavis. Welcome back again to my channel. This is part 3 of the fix of what's wrong. In part 2, I had moved the spindle bearings and thought I had them repositioned well. But take a look at that vibration of the spindle. What is wrong with it? And what is causing that? I put it back on the wheel after taking it off just to show you again how it vibrates, how it jiggles whenever I spin. Let me show you another draft here just real quick. Look at that. Just vibrates way too much to my liking. So in part 3, we're going to look at it again. I thought it was fixed, but not to my liking. What is wrong now? Sometimes you just have to stand back and look at your wheel and wonder, what can I do to make it happy? Not all fiber equipment is created equal. I think we've talked about that before. Not all spinning wheels are the same. Not all screwdrivers are the same. You can't unscrew a screw with a Phillips screwdriver if it's a flat head. It's plain and simple. Much the same as spinning wheels. Now this girl is from Northwest Alabama, cotton country. What was I thinking? Was I trying to make it do something that it could not naturally do, that it was created for? Yes, it will spin wool, but it's got to be set up just perfectly for the perfect spinning ratio and the perfect design for the spinner. This has not been one of my favorite wheels. It is my first wheel, so obviously it has a special place in my heart. The reason it is not one of my favorite wheels is the height. It's short for me. It has about a 34.5-inch hub height. If we have the perfect wheels, let's say for elbow height, then even a 36-inch is going to be short for me. I usually want maybe a 38, 39-inch wheel hub height for it to be most comfortable on. So the 34.5-inch for my height at about 5'8", 5'9", it's a little bit short. But it doesn't stop there. Let's look at something else on this little Southern gal that is very important, that we'll discover in some future video with Wheel Boys. Look at that leg splay. How many spinning wheels, if you have several in your inventory, has a leg splay back here by the wheel that trips you? Or maybe you have seen even wear marks down towards the floor, and at first thought you think, oh, well, they just ran the vacuum over it several times, or the floor mop. No, they were tripping on it. So what if I change out this spindle to a shorter cotton spindle? Would it be more suited for the wheel? A shorter cotton spindle. Traditionally, cotton spindles were shorter than wool. They can vary in length, and they also vary in weight. This one is a pretty small little girl, obviously, with a hub height not that large. Her width is just about at 38, 39 inches. So she's not very large for a spinning wheel, but it might be perfect for cotton. That's where she comes from. Comes from Northwest Alabama. Let's see what it does with a spindle for cotton. In looking for a lighter weight spindle for cotton, I decided, well, let's get out several of mine, weigh them, measure them. I do prefer ones like on the far right. There's 3 on the far right that have a little bit extra that will hang over on the right side to kind of counterbalance the cop. I'm going to try the shorter one. On the left, we have 2 there on the far left. The one on the farthest left is what came off the wheel. The one next to it is the one I'm going to try with cotton. Let's see if that one works any better. It is shorter in length in comparison. We're 71 grams against 80. We're almost 2 inches shorter. Pulleys close to the same length. They're both reproductions. The one second from left has a little bit shorter end, counterbalance the cop though. So let me try this one at the 71 grams and see how that does with cotton. Okay, we're back at the spinning wheel. I've installed the shorter spindle, and let's see if this wheel wobbles as much with the shorter spindle and spinning cotton. I think we're on to something. It seems to be much happier spinning cotton with a shorter spindle. Let's try another draft and see if it wobbles as much. And I'll try and keep my hand out of the video. Oh, I like that pop. So much better. Sometimes we just have to understand our wheel, become one with the wheel, as Obi-Wan Kenobi might say, or Luke might say. And yes, I think we have finally figured this little girl out. She's a cotton spinner. Yes, I can spin wool with it, but obviously it far prefers cotton. Happy spinning. I hope this helps someone. Bye-bye.